Good morning, guys and girls. Anthony, 4x4 Adventures. We're just about to leave the campsite and head up into those hills there. We're going to obviously head out along the road that way, back across the river and up that side to a lookout. It's called Morris Lookout. We'll let you know if there's any exciting tracks or scenery. Stay tuned. Bada bing. What a day, look at this, eh? Bloody beautiful. So we've just come out of the camp and turned left and onto some dirt. You come down to this intersection, power station straight ahead, left onto Royston River Road. You go over the bridge, post office bridge, it's the Royston River, and straight away we go left again over the bridge, Herb's Track. There's another campsite there, that's right, tin hut. Not suitable for two-wheel drives, right? So if you haven't got a four-wheel drive, that means you don't come down here. Going along Herbs, you can expect bog holes from memory. You can expect trees down, so bring your full drive. You can expect some pinstripes, a little bit overgrown in a couple of places, not too bad, but I haven't been down here lately. But I'm just going to give you a bit of a picture here. See, that's why we come now. See, it's fairly dry. See, going through this, whatever. So we're just going to stay out of the ruts to give ourselves a bit more clearance. It's no problem in a full drive, but you won't be bringing your Subarus up here. Then it starts to go up the hill. And on hills you get a few washouts. We don't know what the track conditions like at this stage. As we get further up the hill, I'll let you know what the current reports are. But as I said, it's not a Subaru track at the moment. So we headed up Herb's Track, pretty standard. It's obviously been a bit of a creek at times, all the water running down Herb's, but perfectly drivable. Obviously 2-inch lift is probably recommended. And then we get up to the intersection and turn left where it says Morris Lookout. This is Morris Lookout. So we thought we'd show you the view. So what do we got here? You can see in the distance, you can see Lake EILDON there, and it comes around the hills over here. That body of water down the bottom there, that's the lower pondage. The town over just on that side, that's EILDON there. You can see the road actually goes through the middle, and then you've got the upper pondage on the other side. Maybe a little bit hard to see from here. And a whole heap of water. You can see that's the wall. Lake EILDON's 5 times the size of Sydney Harbour. So there you go. Anyway, I'll take a couple of photos for you. It's 180. So we're back down, it's about half a K or something up to that Morris Lookout. Herb's Road, the one we come up on the right, and if you go left you're going to take us down to the main road to EILDON. So Royston Range Road is what the sign says. We're headed up over this ridge, and I believe it's probably more like Royston Range Track. I prefer to call tracks tracks and roads roads, not roads tracks and tracks roads, and they do that sometimes. Anyway, we'll continue along the ridge here, and I'll let you know if anything eventful. So we've had a few little climbs up, you know, the face of the ridge. We're going along the ridge each time it goes up. A few little rough sections, no big deal. And that was the first little, it's not a bog hole, but it's a boggy little bit of the track. But the scenery, as always, is absolutely awesome. I'm not going to get too much footage along here the way the sun is at the moment. But yeah. And if you've got a shiny new 300 series, I hope you like some Pinstripes, because as we drive along this track, we can avoid a few here and there, but there's been quite a few little scrapes along the side, so things to consider if you're thinking about supposedly upgrading and spending all of that massive amount of money on just a motor vehicle when you've already got one that does the job that you kind of don't have to worry about, if you know what I mean. Just a bit of thinking there, a bit of information to get you thinking. But if you've got plenty of dough, you can get the new 300 series and bring it out and pinstripe it, and it's all good because it won't bother you anyway. But yeah, I just think that's what the 120 is good for. Even 150s, you know what I mean. Good cars, look after them, they drive great, and get the job done. And you know, a couple of pinstripes here or there, or the odd trolley at the supermarket, you're not going to worry about it too much. I think you generally know how we deal with bog holes. You go really fast. No, you just go around it where possible. Where you can safely get around it, you just go around it, because you know that mud equals money. And although that's not a lot of mud, you could go through nice and slow, but it's still, every bit contributes. And then, you know, eventually you're going to get to one maybe that you have to go through, like this one. Look at this. This is a bog hole, so we could go through there, but we're going to do our best. I'm not even going to get out and have a look at it. Bit of a stick there we could move to avoid that. And it saves you time washing the vehicle when you get back if you keep it clean-ish. Here we go. Like I said, there's always plenty of time for more bog holes. Oh, this one we're a bit, oh no. Oh, I might get out and have a look at this. Alright, so we're going to go around the right side. Be a bit of action. I'll try and get some video of these other guys going through. Haven't put the locker on or anything like that. There's going to be a lot of flex and a bit of sliding happen right there. Not a problem at all. So there you go. Oh, look at that. That's where mud equals money. Here we go, let's see. Check out this vehicle coming through the action here. See what happens. What we got here? No problem, look at that skillful driving. Definitely get your tyres muddy though. Slop hole. Looks like another boggy area. This one obviously fairly avoidable. The track has been quite overgrown in a few places, so once again those big expensive vehicles, I hope you like pinstriping, and we're about to get some more I think, because of the way we choose to go through here. We're going to want to go staying out of the ruts a little bit, if that works out for us, which puts us further left. We've got logs over the track here. This is a mess. There must be a way around it. I'm sure this isn't, maybe it is. Oh no, there it is. I was going to say, sure it hasn't just happened and whatever. Plenty of firewood around. Looks like the big ones come down. And there's quite a few trees, scrubby stuff up under the vehicle we can feel. So this is four-wheel driving, I suppose, you know, which is it. If you've got your shiny new vehicle, be prepared. This is what you can come across, particularly on this truck. Look, we're following Royston Range track. There's a few new tracks around, and there's some gravel down, and there's some roads that go in the wrong direction. So we followed the map to go in the right direction, and this track is severely overgrown. It is the most overgrown. So look, it's just really overgrown. This is kind of like the best of it. I just sort of stopped and went, we'll wait till we get enough. It's turned into a good track. We're towards the, as you come up the hill there, up the mountain, what's it called? And we believe there's a side road. I thought I'd been, look, I'm pretty confident that I'd been along this before, but clearly something's changed. It is quiet. We're climbing up a mountain up the ridge at the moment, and it's quite a good track, and just here it's opened up, but this whole track for the last kilometre has been absolutely ridiculously overgrown, and I'm pretty confident we're going to see it again. So I'm warning you, don't bring your vehicle up here, because I got out to fix a leak, and it's the worst overgrown track I've ever been on, and I would never drive on it again until I've been told that it's all fixed up now. We've got quite a big rock in our right here. I'm trying to getting around. Got a bit of work there. Enjoying the track here, right? So nice bit of track, but this isn't the most overgrown part. It's very bad. You can see there the opening there is about half a metre, about 500 mil. So getting up the hill, we're getting a bit of other traffic on the radio. Good track, but you know, if you don't mind the overgrown side of things, I'll just turn that down. We've got a bit of noise in the background. Anyway, very overgrown. Pinstripe City, the worst pinstripes I've ever seen. Ridiculous. Anyway, here we are. We come up to an intersection, took the left. I think it's something like, I don't know, what's the name of the track? Number something, or I don't know. I really don't know, to be honest. So yeah, we found a bit of steepness and roughness and whatever. But we're certainly exploring, and we found one track not to go down because the pinstriping is absolutely ridiculous. Shouldn't even be called a track, it's that overgrown. So we came off, I think it was called Hoban, might have been Hoban Gap or Hoban Creek Road, something like that anyway, if you're trying to follow the route. We turned right onto Snobs Creek Road. Want to make our way up here somewhere towards a track by the name of Gillet's Track, because the other end of it comes out close to you know, big river arm there. So that's sort of where we're headed for the moment. We may head up to Mount Terrible, up and over that way, one way or another, but it's we'll make up as we go at the moment. We'll just see how we go for time. Yeah, that was that Royston range track, whatever. I don't know, you know, that is just not even a track anymore. That's lucky if it's a walking track. In places you couldn't see through it. Absolutely rotten. Show you the pinstripes on the vehicles later, you'll go, holy manole. Came to another intersection and hung a left on the one that's marked and called Snobs Link Road, just cruising down there. We just hang a righty down onto Still Creek Track. I'll let you know how this one goes. Hopefully it's not a disaster overgrown like the other one. Mate, look at those pinstripes. What a pinstripe track that was. Have a look at those gouges in there. Nasty. This one, what's this one like? Pearl white. Pearl loves it or what? Are they scratches or? Mate, that'll polish out. Beautiful. Mate, look at that. Pinstripe City. This one, wasn't it like a new car just a moment ago? Look at this. Pinstripe City. That track was ridiculous. Anyway, don't go there again. Bit of a muddy section here before the ramp over. There's plenty of sticks down getting caught up under the vehicles today. What a mess it is out here. Needs a good clean up. Even tracks that aren't massively overgrown. Typical high country stuff, up and down hills, a few ruts here and there, but things are really been growing with the way the weather's been, and probably the lack of track use also. There's bits of timber all over the track. You wouldn't need to bring a chainsaw for firewood. You just pick up all the pieces, you got heaps. We just come across the grader on whatever track we're on, Still Creek. Brought us down, so we just turned right onto Gillet's. If you like mud and winching and all that sort of stuff, Gillet's is one. That's why it's probably just been graded. You can see it's just been graded. And you know, usually bog holes and this sort of thing. Wet, muddy, slippery, get your winch happening if you need to use your winch every now and then. Billets is the last little section of track that cuts us through from where we camped out to the EILDON Jamison Road near Big River. From memory, it's one of the last ones that comes out. It's obviously in super duper good condition for us at the moment. We just had a bit of a lunch break before, so that's about half a day. I'll get a bit of footage together and we'll call that a video. Hopefully that's been helpful for you. I think I'll call this one "Watch This and Don't Go Down This Track Unless You Want Pinstripe City" or something like that. But hopefully there's been some information for you. Hit the like button. Stay tuned for the next episode. Catch you guys soon.